When we take a quick look at the original, we can see that we got this irregular kind of round shape that acts like some chemical substance boiling. So let's create it now. We'll take some more techniques and transformations, but don't worry, they're easy to follow. I'll start again with creating an ellipse, just like so. I will reposition it so it appears in the center. And now we'll again have to use the services of the Pathfinder tool, but before that, I'll need a curvy path to complete the effect I'm looking for. So I will create just a regular, ordinary kind of line, but I will make it a bit special. I will add an anchor point right in the middle of it. I could of course go for the pen tool and try to find the middle of the line to add the anchor point, but that's just too clumsy. I will instead go to the Object menu, Path, Add Anchor Points. Now, what it does is it adds anchor point or anchor points right in the middle of existing anchor points, and in this case, since we had just two original anchor points, we've added one exactly in the middle of them. Now, what is the whole purpose of it? Well, the purpose or the ultimate goal is a nice curvy line, and we can create it now with a little bit of help from the Convert Anchor Point tool that sits in the Pen Tool group in the Tools panel. When I shift-click with it on the center anchor point like so, you can see that I am creating a nice-looking symmetric wave, and that's exactly what I want. Now I will simply reposition it over the ellipse, readjust its shape by holding down the Alt and the Shift keys together, and now I can finally move on to the Pathfinder tool, where I want to use the divide function, but first I will make sure that both the wave and the ellipse are selected. And now I can click to divide the ellipse like so. Now, by default, this new shape remains as a group, which is indicated here in the control panel, but of course we don't need the top part, so I will ungroup these guys by going to the Object, Ungroup menu, and now I can select the top part and simply hit the backspace or delete key to delete it. It might look like, no, we are done, right? Well, we are almost done. I mean, what I still don't like about this chemical substance shape is this point right here. You can see that it's, well, rather pointy, and I want it to be smooth. Well, not to worry, I'll let Illustrator worry for me. I mean, I will select this anchor point with the Direct Selection tool, and see this option in the control panel that says Convert Selected Anchor Points to Smooth. Well, if I click it, Illustrator does a pretty good job of smoothing out this point, so it looks, well, like this. Pretty nice, don't you think? Okay, we're almost there. We still need the bubbles and the background, and of course the colors. So let's start with the bubbles. Well, that's no problem, right? I will just grab the Ellipse tool and create bubbles like so. Of course, we could spend the whole afternoon playing with the position and the size of the bubbles, but I guess we'll just stick with these guys. I just want to show you the concept, the techniques. And well, the last thing to do now is to add the background, which we will do again with the Ellipse tool. So I'll create an ellipse, I'll make it fairly big, reposition it, and I'll copy it and paste it in front. Now the second ellipse will of course be our shadow, so again I will double click on it to enter isolation mode, and with the Direct Selection tool I'll select the left anchor point, delete it, and hit Ctrl J on the keyboard to close this open path. I'll hit escape. And what I'll do now is I'll move the circle background all the way to the back of the stack, and I'll do that by going to the Object menu, Arrange, and I'll choose Send to Back. Now what's left to do is to colorize the icon, and we will take the easier approach in this video. In another we'll take a more advanced approach, but let's take things slowly, nice and easy and slowly. Let's eat this elephant bite by bite. And the easy approach is to go for the eyedropper tool and start picking up colors from the original icon one by one. So I'll pick up this color and this one as well, and this one, yeah, and we are done, my friends. We made it. Wasn't that all simple? Well, it's because I make it simple, and you will see some more easy and spectacular effects in other videos. More flat icons are still to come, so stay tuned.